See, I'll tell you one thing, celebrations are a very integral part of India, correct? Birthdays, anniversaries, different Indian traditional festivals, mehendis, weddings. So many things are happening across the country. The market size is magnanimous.
Hey, hi, Ankit. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. So it all started over a bottle of beer while I was in the US. We were having a weekend discussion over what would be a good business idea to start in India. And that's how this idea popped up back in 2007. And, then we, ended up doing some research for next few years. And 2011 is when we opened our first store in India. Good 15 years now. Beautiful. I must say, in the beginning it was a little tough, India being India. So starting here was a little tough. But then over the number of years, we have, slowly accelerated ourselves. And currently we've got 15 offline stores in India as well as, we're doing it online on different platforms along with our website. See, I'll tell you one thing, celebrations are a very integral part of India, correct? And no matter which city you are in or whatever corner of India you are in, there are different festivals celebrated in India. There are, different occasions celebrated in India, right? Birthdays, kids are getting born every day in India. So birthdays, anniversaries, different Indian traditional festivals, mehendis, weddings. So many things are happening across the country. The market size is magnanimous, and the reach and the customers and the celebration, just that the nature of the country is such that India is, if you go to the Western world, you'll realize how much they appreciate India, because the way India celebrates all its festivals and all different occasions across the year. That's where I see the market reach is deep penetrated, not only in the tier 1 cities, but also in the rural and tier 2 and tier 3 cities as well. Yes, absolutely. So a lot of people are reaching to us online. So we started selling online back in 2014. However, we were not very focused on the online market back then, because we were very strong in our offline journey, and we were continuously opening stores and whatnot. But post COVID, it just sort of took a hit, and we realized that the online market has become bigger than what we were assuming the potential of it to be. And that's what in last 2 to 3 years, we've spent a lot of time, money, effort into marketing and advertising ourselves online, which is shown significant results. If I were to compare from a 90% offline market for us, currently we are at a 65% online business and 35% offline business. That's the change that we have seen in 2 years, just by focusing and shifting a strategy from offline to online. Businesses are now flowing from across different channels. Largely, I would say Amazon is still by far the biggest consumer for us. And in terms of the sales that we get, we are still doing roughly close to around 45% of sales we are getting on Amazon, and we are doing about 5 to 8% of the sales on our website, rather 10% I would say. And then rest of the 10% are coming from Flipkart, Mystore, Mystore, and other such marketplaces. So one of the good things about Mystore, is of course it's the reach to the tier 2, tier 3 cities. Not only that, but also the whole network of different channels through which you can sell. I mean, even though you're on the ONDC network, but on the ONDC network, your products are available across different platforms as well. That's the one of the biggest benefit that you see. And one of the great things that I saw, was people, when they saw the product on my store, they would eventually, they would directly call us, which was pretty non-standard, I would say. Other standards are people just order there. And funnily enough, I would see a lot of people calling us directly that we saw your product on such and such website. So first few calls, it took me by a surprise, like how are they getting our numbers? But then slowly and gradually, that sort of we went through the learning curve, and we understood that actually people who are looking for real products and who the real potential customers are reaching out to us through these websites, and this largely tells you what the platform is all about and what is the kind of reach does it has. And as a potential, when I say it is a government backed, the whole ONDC network is a digital commerce network that government is supporting to support the MSMEs and the other smaller players who are not able to afford the larger fee structure of Amazons and other such sharks who are out there in the marketplaces. So that way it is a very great structure. A lot of different products are available at a lower fees. And one of the other things is about their seller distributor network, where you could also onboard your own distributors, dealers and other franchisees as sellers who otherwise could not get direct access to the marketplaces because of you can call it GST restrictions or any such restrictions which restricts them from selling online. If you are on a dealer distributor network, that also problem is very beautifully solved in from Mystore, who is a part of the ONDC network. Quick commerce is definitely now sort of sunk into the market. It has definitely captured a lot of market share as well, but at the same time, with every industry there is a restriction in terms of how many number of products you can go on. You can onboard yourself with the quick commerce world, because there are not only monetary restrictions, but they also have space restrictions, where you could not send your entire catalog and sell there, especially for a company like us, which essentially carries very very large SKUs. Like we bought 4,000 5,000 SKUs. Listing entire catalog and making everything available in the quick commerce may not be possible, but at the same time, any quick commerce can. There are other channels, and even ONDC for that matter, which is now looking into a 2-hour delivery or a 3-hour delivery, which could essentially sort of in a way enable the quick commerce world and help customers get a larger access to wider range of products which otherwise is not available in the quick commerce world currently, like Blinkits or Swiggies or so and so forth. So that's where I see the shift happening. But yeah, I mean, it's just that customer choices are restricted, even though the last minute customers who are looking for essentials, party essentials, those can definitely be available, on the quick commerce. At the end of the day, you have to realize that sales is important, but at the same time your unit economics have to make sense. You have to somewhere down the line understand the fact that you have to make money to survive, and to take care of your expenses, and essentially that's the whole base of commerce, right? The whole base of commerce is exchange of trade, commercial and activities in order to make some money, which is not happening in today's day and age with quick commerce, because there's such high onboarding fees and marketing fees and advertising fees that you eventually, I'm not surprised half of the people even do their reconciling properly, that they will understand that they're actually burning more money by listing themselves and selling on e-commerce, I mean on quick commerce, rather than making money. So this definitely, once you see that structure moving towards a 2-hour or 3-hour delivery service, or so-called like a quick commerce services, which the network or the ONDC network or Mystore is going to eventually get into, that can definitely help the local sellers get access to that market, which they have not been able to through the current existing quick commerce structure. That will definitely boost sales for them, and at the same time the unit economics is going to make much more sense, because you don't end up burning a lot of money for onboarding and other marketing fees that you end up paying on the other side of the world. We have seen some growth in last 1 year of how when we started and how we are scaling at Mystore. It's commendable, and I hope this continues to grow. I hope one of the things that I want to see is of course the the enabling of the quick commerce world on the Mystore as well. At the same time, the whole access to the tier 2 and tier 3 cities will continue to grow. So hopefully it's going to be an exciting journey. Sorry, correct. I lost my thought. I continue. Okay.